Here we are, folks. Welcome to the first, inaugural episode or the maiden voyage of the Swim Guys podcast. I am Jason Hughes, and this is my co-host,
Rory Walker.
So this is going to be a very short, just 2 or 3 minute intro episode to tell you who we are and what we're doing and how often you can come and listen to our voices. Rory and I are former swimmers that we met each other.
Oh, I'm still swimming.
You're still swimming?
I'm a master swimmer. I'm very proud of it. Mean, right off the bat.
Okay, Rory is still jumping in the pool quite often. I am plunging for distance at this point, but I'm hoping to change that. But
plunging is the key word.
Plunging is the key, yeah. So Rory and I, we were age group swimmers many, many moons ago, and we met each other through mutual friends and at a barbecue where we were... our kids go to the same school and have mutual friends, and we ended up meeting each other and deciding, or we found out that we were both swimmers and started chatting about swimmers and ignoring everybody at the party that we were at, or the social gathering. I don't want to say party.
Yeah, for about 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours where we talked
including
about
our kids we ignored.
Yeah. Most of them are still alive.
Yeah.
But,
and we love our kids.
Yeah. So we were talking, and I actually, this is Jason, but I actually had an idea for a swimming podcast about 4 years ago, but I am not an implementer. And we were talking, and about 6 months later, Rory called me up and said, I can't stop thinking about this podcast. Are you still interested in doing it? Which, of course, I was, but I was never going to. And so thank you, Rory.
Yeah, no problem. But Jay, let me ask you, how come you thought of doing a podcast 4 years ago? What was the reason for that?
Good question. So I am a podcast addict. I love podcasts. I listen to them while I'm walking the dogs, feeding my baby when he's up at night, when I work out, when I'm in the car. I love podcasts, and it was my dream to do one. And I think the only thing that I would say that I'm an expert in is swimming. That I'm passionate about. I'm still what you would call a swim nerd. I still look at results. I study it. And what happened was I thought back to my youth or my younger days when I couldn't get enough swimming content. So I would read the monthly swim magazine that came out 10 months a year, and I would memorize them. And there might be a 1-page interview, or during the Olympics. Well, actually, this is what it was. The mainstream media only gave attention to swimming for 8 days every 4 years.
Right.
And I want more. And I think that there's a lot of people out there like me that would like to hear more about what people are like outside of the pool when they're not making waves.
Yeah, me too. I'm interested in it.
There you go. So I just thought, why couldn't we have a conversation with these wave makers? And so just a conversation, and why couldn't other people that were interested eavesdrop on the conversation?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing. We are interviewing people from all around the world. We've already got a whole bunch of episodes recorded, so fear not. We're not going to just release 1 or 2 and then you'll never hear from us again. We've already got months and months worth of content recorded. And so come here and download it every Monday. There'll be a brand new episode. And some of them might be half an hour, some might be an hour and a half, however long these conversations go.
Some are 2 parts even, where they went 3 hours in length. So
yeah, we did get lost in a couple of conversations. So we have to decide whether we want to release a 3.5 hour episode, or do we want to break it up into 2 or 3 parts?
Yeah, we'll probably break it up. It's long, but really, really, I would say riveting stuff.
Yeah. So thank you, everyone, for listening to our intro episode. Come back next week, and you'll see the new interviews up every week from that point on.
Yeah, and we're going to be all over social media as well. So our website is swimguys.com, and then our Instagram is Swimguys Podcast.
Yep.
I don't know what what's Twitter?
I don't know.
But we have something.
It will be there. So please download, rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast. So if you like what you hear, then give it 5 stars, of course, and give us a testimonial. If you don't like it, just give us 5 stars.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And one thing I want to add, actually, we've already come up with an idea. We want to do like a swim down show. So if you're listening in to, a swimmer that you absolutely love and, want to, and we maybe didn't touch on anything that you wanted to hear, we want to give you the opportunity to send us some questions, because a lot of the guests we've had have agreed to come back on and answer any questions you might have that we may have missed. So definitely want your feedback for them.
So you can send all your questions to Rory at swimguys.com.
Great.
And yeah, and actually, before we sign off here, some people might be wondering why we're co-hosting it instead of just a conversation one-on-one, and it's a very good question. If you didn't ask it, it's still a good question. Mm-hmm. And simply, it's Rory and I. We get along great. We're both interested. Like I said, I wasn't the implementer; he was. So there's no show without Rory as well. And but we come at it from very different perspective. Rory is very much interested in the personal development side and how it is. I am not interested in that part of it at all. I'm interested in how it feels and what was it like. So you're going to get a couple of different perspectives in each interview, and I think everybody will really enjoy it. Like I said, I've never been really interested in the personal development side, but every time Rory asks those questions, I am super interested in the answers. I just don't think of them myself.
Yeah, no, I think you defined it well. I like what you said previously. I'm sort of interested in how it is, and Jay loves to understand how it feels. So I think you will enjoy it, and we're excited for you to listen in. And so with that, I think we're good to go, and enjoy the episodes.
I think we did it. We're going to sign off here. Thanks, folks.